Fingers crossed.
Alrighty, we are live. Now's your chance to put first in before Hayden or I'm trying to think who else has been getting first lately. I feel like Hayden's been getting first. Now it was Brian. Brian got first. Brian got first. Captain got second. Yale's got here I am. Hey, Hunter's over here. Hunter's in the house, guys. Hunter, who's not feeling well, is here. He's got third. Hunter, I hope you're feeling better, bud.
I guess for the last little bit of time we got here, we should take a vote on who's going to go see Godzilla vs. Kong tonight.
Say that again.
I think with the last few minutes, we should take a poll on who's going to see Godzilla vs. Kong tonight.
Oh, son of a gun. Oh, the stream ended earlier and it ended the poll. Did you guys see what the poll numbers were? Was it 4%?
I did not look.
All right, I'll put in a new poll in. Uh, are you going to see Are you going to see Godzilla versus King or versus Kong tonight? And I keep wanting to call him King Kong. Is it just me or does he like I feel like calling him King Kong is not a thing anymore. Like I feel like it was a thing from the past and nobody ever calls him King Kong anymore. What's up with that?
The reboot of with the Kong movie with Samuel L. Jackson, that's when it all changed.
Hmm.
I think the last King Kong movie that we had was with Jack Black in it.
Hmm. I like that one. That was a good one. I actually took my oldest son Bradley. I took him to go see that when. Well, actually, I don't know if I took him to go see it. We may have watched that one from home, but I remember it was very graphic, and for his age, let me see what year that came out. I'll tell you how old he was. Uh, was that one called King Kong?
Yes, it was like
Two,
a 3 hour movie.
2005. It was actually the year that Hunter was born, so Bradley would have been 3 years old. He was 3 years old when he first saw that movie, maybe four, and I, it was almost too much for him, almost. But it also ended up being one of his like it was kind of one of those things where all he could think about afterwards was dinosaurs. I think that one where Kong's like ripping their jaws apart was
Oh
like
yeah,
it was so intense for him that I remember looking over him and he was like holding on to the couch and his arms were like shaking. And it was like one of those things where when you see your child in fear for the first time, where they're shaking like that, you realize, ooh, this movie might be a little too much for him. As a father, you see that fear of your child shaking for the very first time. You're like, this might have been too much.
I took my first girlfriend out to go see that movie, and she was like, "How long is this movie?" I'm like 3 hours. And the thing that got her hooked was when the T Rex was swinging by the vines trying to eat the woman.
Oh yeah.
She's like, "This
Oh
is
man.
so dumb, but I can't stop watching."
He's also the son that we tried to. I think he doesn't. He hates scary movies to this day now, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why. But we tried to get him to watch. We were kind of getting the kids indoctrinated into some of the old classics like um, the Gremlins, and so we were watching the Gremlins, and it got to that part where the science teacher started fishing underneath the desk for something, and he was like reaching because something had fallen on the ground. He was like reaching under the desk, and I just remember Bradley going, "Nope, nope, nope," and he just walked out of the room.
That existential feeling, yeah. He probably had a fear of reaching under his bed or any dark space ever since then.
It was so funny.
The
Oh
kid
man.
sleeping with the light on after it.
My younger brother, his freak out was for the very first Chucky movie. He slept with the
Oh,
light on and the door cracked, like the hallway light on and the door cracked because we didn't have like night lights or anything of the sort until he was about 15 years old. He saw the movie when it first came out. I was just like, bruh.
that's
Oh,
that's crazy,
those were
Captain. Because
nasty.
my brother actually watched the same movie, and my mum after it, same thing, slept with the light on, but she went to change his bed about a week later, and he actually had a kitchen knife under the pillow. Like, yeah, it freaked him out completely. Like, she didn't even notice the knife missing either. It scared the life out of her.
It's odd that he
It's like,
would grab like the one weapon that Chucky's famous for using and putting it under his
yes,
bed.
well, I think he was using it as defense.
He's
Well,
like,
I
if
hope he
I
was
have the
using
knife, he can't do anything.
it. But my God, yeah, she pulls back this pillow and there's like this massive bloody kitchen knife.
So, okay, a little more on this story though. My cousins were big comic book and action figure nerds growing up. They had gotten like two copies of the Chucky doll, and I told my cousins about it for 1 week when we were staying over with some relatives. And we took the doll and just put it in random places where my brother would most commonly be,
Oh my
and it would
God,
just freak out.
you're bad.
So Eric, my brother-in-law, and his wife, you guys know Eric because he does price predictions every day. But
Ah, yeah.
Eric and my brother-in-law and his wife live kind of out in a kind of a remote location, not like real remote, but it's out in the country, right? And I've had this like I know she has Tracy is her name. She has a like this just I guess really bad fear of Chucky. And I have fascinated so many times about the idea of going out and buying a Chucky doll, driving the hour, or I think it's probably like an hour to get to their place from where we're at, driving the hour out to their place it would take, and then just sticking Chucky on their front door patio, and then just leaving and like just waiting to see what ensues afterwards. The only thing stopping me from doing this is that they have like 9 dogs that would probably kill me in an instant if they let him out, not knowing who I was. And Eric is a gun owner, so those are the only two
Yes,
things that are
best of
stopping
both
me from doing
worlds.
this. But
Oh,
I
These
would
are Rottweilers.
no, neither. They're what I would consider to be mutts, mixed breeds. But they're good dogs though, all of them.
The things we got to see when we were kids, man. The one who
Mm,
did it for me was the poltergeist. I must
mm.
have been about 6 years old at that point. That goddamn clown under the bed. Scary ass. I
That one never
still
really
remember
did
it
it
today,
for
say.
me. I'm trying to remember which horror movie did it for me. I'm on the fence between like Hellraiser or like another one I can't remember. Oh, Tremors. Yeah.
Tremors. Tremors got you?
Tremors.
Oh,
Tremors,
yeah. I
yeah.
was a very young kid when I first saw both of those movies. It was more of a fear of just random crap coming out to get me, like something from the ground or something appearing in front of me, like, "Hey, your soul's mine now." Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I remember Tremors, and in more recent times, uh, more recent years, it would have been the Paranormal Activity. Mind that them movies. I think there was 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, a couple of really low budget films. I think the scene that hit me most was when Miguel got eaten by one of the graboids.
You know which one got me as an adult? Event Horizon.
Oh yeah, we talked about
Oh,
that
that was a
before.
great movie.
I don't know why, but I literally felt like there was like whoever came up with the crap that they put in that movie was demented.
Sick mind.
Yeah, like I mean, like
Yeah,
you're a little sick in the head to come up with that stuff, and it got me. I don't know what it was about it, but it was almost like it was incarnate evil. That I could just feel it emanating from the movie. I've since watched it on the TV version, and it never impacted me quite the same. But I think if you see the original cut of Event Horizon, it is hair raising.
there's a Lovecraftian feeling about it.
Yeah.
For those who,
A scientific horror, kind of like what is it, the second or third Cloverfield movie?
Oh yeah, yeah. Wait, which one was that one? I can't remember. I always get them confused which one's which, but
was it?
I like them all though.
It's the one when they're in space. You don't really see the monster until like the
Yeah,
very
Yeah,
end. Yeah,
yeah.
completely different uh, in regards to the trademark, but yeah,
almost like what Final Destination esque.
Oh, Final Destination. Yeah, those are bad.
Oh, that movie got a lot of people. You seen the memes where like everybody's in the different lanes and then the truck that's carrying the logs.
Dude, I I got my first DVD player when that came out, and I played it in slow motion, frame by frame, when the log comes through the window and smashes the cop in the head. I think it was a cop. Well, maybe it wasn't. I don't remember who it was. But anyways, I played it frame by frame, and I could not tell the difference between where it was a real person and where it was like, I don't know, fake. That was crazy. That was some crazy CGI.
Yeah, I think that's when CGI first started taking off because you got
someone
all these
mentioning
this twisted metal and oh man, absolute destructive.
Jeff mentioning Salem's Lot. I remember one scene from that movie, and that's where the kid's outside the window scratching to get in.
Hmm.
I thought you said Sandlot for a second there.
Corey Jones is saying, Casey, have you ever watched Santa Claus Conquers the Martians? I've never seen that. I didn't even know that was a real. I've never heard of that.
Another movie that's been getting a lot of hype. I think it's the Crazy was it Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I haven't seen that one.
What is it with certain sounds? What is it? Why is it that there's certain sounds that we hear that like just absolutely creep the crap out of us? I've never understood that, and I've always wanted to understand that. Why is it like a creaking door is scary? I've never understood that.
The sound of a rocking chair with nobody in it.
Yeah, what is up with that?
I think it's just I
How,
don't know.
how is that different from a rocking chair with somebody in it? The sound.
Exactly. Exactly. Like it shouldn't be a sound that scares you, but for some reason the visual with the sound just creeps you really bad.
Yeah, like there's no reason for it to be that loud. It sounds like it's a 300-pound hippopotamus in it.
Rem Tacos over here saying the sound of my ex-wife's voice. Yeah, Tammy says Freddy Krueger's claws scraping. Yeah, there's just something about certain sounds that are eerie. And they actually had a video game out on the PS4 a long time ago, and I'm trying to remember what it was called. It was a lead. It was called Playable Tra PT. It was called PT. We played that. There was so much stuff in that video game, and we were really hoping that it was going to end up being Silent Hills, which was what it was supposed to be. And then they ended up not releasing the game because there was some kind of producer slash game studio problem to where they couldn't release the game. But Man, that game scared the crap out of me. Even the kids. Like the kids dared me to play the game in front of them, and they started running. They couldn't even stay in the room.
That's another weird thing about me. Like, I'll go ahead and watch horror movies, but I can't stand horror games. Like, I can watch the chaos unfold, but when I'm directly involved with it, I'm like, nope.
Yale is saying the Dow is almost down 1,000 points. Apparently, the world's burning up around us, but we're talking about horror movies.
The world economic financial meltdown. We're just like, okay, this is fine.
Yeah, it's like singing the song, "It's the end of the world as we know it." And I feel fine.
I was just thinking about you guys talking about all these different sounds and stuff. And it's funny because at work, it's a constant sound all the time and little tiny sounds. The scariest sound is when there's none at all. Literally when something stops.
Silence.
Yeah, when you sit there and you go, whoa, what stopped?
You hear the crickets cricking and everything, the frogs or whatever, and then and wind, and then all of a sudden nothing. It's just dead silence.
You know, it's kind of like that Tom Hanks movie when on the island, it was silence the whole time, and then he started talking.
I love movies.
That's the, kind of same thing here in real life. If you ever had kids, you want them to make noises. The moment they stop talking, you know something went wrong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. I'm gonna step out of the back of the big tramp. I'll come right back when I end the video or when I end this live stream. But it is that time of the day, so I'm gonna step out. You guys can talk amongst yourself. I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys. I hate to break it to you, but it is that time of the day. Of course, they have avoided my big tramps as usual. Nobody ever wants to step on the lowrider big tramp. But unfortunately, it is that time of the day. Eat, sleep, drink, get plenty of rest. This is a 2-day weekend. You have time to be able to replenish yourself, get yourself mentally prepared for next week. Spend time with your family, spend time with your friends. Go out and walk a dog. Maybe enjoy a movie. It is who you're supporting. Above all else, don't have a good weekend. Have a great weekend.
T-minus 90 seconds and counting. All systems are go. We're about 90 seconds from the launch of Space Shuttle Discovery. T-minus 60 seconds and counting. We are transferring to orbiter internal power at this time. Discovery is now running off its 3 onboard fuel cells. Coming up on a go for auto sequence start. And we have a go for auto sequence start. Discovery's onboard computers have primary control of all the vehicle's critical functions. T-minus 17 seconds and counting. 15, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, start, 2, 1, booster ignition, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery, returning to the space station, paving the way for future missions beyond.
separation confirmed. Guidance now converging. Discovery's onboard computers commanding the main engine nozzles to swivel, aiming the shuttle for its precise target in space for main engine cutoff.
Should have a good forward leg now and
Dan, you sound good.
Discovery Houston, negative return.
Copy, a negative return.
You're stepping on my toes. Back up off me. Take your hands off me. Give me room to breathe. I'm not hearing it. I'm not fearing it. I'm up to my ears in it. Bullshit. I'm destructive. So women find that seductive. Some say it's lunacy. Reluctantly, I've been moving on. I ignore you. Sorry if I bore you. I neglect you. Don't mean to disrespect you. Can't you see? I love you dearly and not sincerely, but you annoy me. You can't avoid me. I'm here to stay forever and ever in a day that's never. I can't let you go. I can't forget it. Why you did it? I won't permit it. I wanna quit it. I wanna fight you. I fucking bite you. Can't stand nobody like you. You can't run. You can't hide. No surprise. Close your eyes. Come with me. Yeah. Come with me. Come with me. Close your eyes. Come with me. 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 I'ma take it with me. I wanna fight you. I fucking fight you. Can't stand nobody like you.